We are live. SMT Podcast. We got the October 25th edition. I have frickin' Zero Cool RF in the house, dude.
Yeah.
Chucking deuces at the beginning of the video. Yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah, nothing much. Just
How you feeling
chilling
today,
with
bro?
Good.
Yeah.
Feeling good.
I feel like that's an important thing to ask these days with all that's going on. Just check in with your people. Just be like, how you feeling, you know?
Good.
How you doing?
I feel like that's an important thing to ask these days.
Oh,
with
whoops.
all that's
Hold on.
going on.
Let me...
Just check in with your people.
That's the dedication. Caleb's even watching it while he's on the podcast.
I use it for, I use it for the chat.
Nice. Oh, okay. I do the same thing actually, because sometimes I don't see everything in the StreamYard, but I'll get it all on the other end. So, yeah, good. We got people coming in. We got Kaz is in the house. We have Baby Yoda's in the house. Good to see you. Hashtag Mod Squad. Ugly Duckling Rose is here. Josh is in the house. Sean Air Jordan. Nice. Very clever. Technoid, what up, man?
What to do?
Nice. You sound good. You sound clean.
Some
That's the way to do it. Hey, what's up, Zero Cool? I love that. I love he's got his own video playing in the background. Now he thinks he's MKBHD now.
Yeah, look up in there.
That's awesome. Oh, that's so cool.
That's right. Look at that handsome guy, that devil. Look at him.
I think the hairline's receding a little bit, but we can debate that later.
Dude, this is why our people don't have anything, bro. Us brown folks can't stick together, bro.
Brown people can stick together. Oh, that's the old intro I made for you. Oh, wow. Hey, we brown people can stick together in cold times and hard times. Don't worry about it.
We do.
Yeah, it's about to get cold, dude. I saw it. Listen.
Zero Cool. You're not brown. You don't discuss yourself.
He is brown folk, dude. What do you mean? He's brown folk,
He's
dude.
light skinned. He's
light skinned, but he's still brown
he's
folk.
cream and sugar. That ain't no goddamn light skin.
Whatever, dude.
Frappe.
Half and half. Over here. Half and half over here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, dude. It's already snowing in Colorado.
I saw the game.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Hey, Le'Veon looks good. Let me just tell you, bro. The Jets, it's a Jets problem, bro.
Honestly, it's the Gaze. Adam Gaze sucks. The ownership sucks. Johnson's not selling the team, so we're screwed.
You know, we're kind of in the same boat with the Browns, dude. I really feel like it's the ownership. You know, the fish rots from the head down, dude.
Hey, listen, the Johnsons won't let go of that team, and as long as the Johnsons got a hold of it because it's their money grab, we're never going to see the right people take full ownership of the team and possibly lead us to anything.
Well, if you have a good GM and the owner doesn't meddle, then you have a chance. You know, they can still run the team.
The Johnsons, they're terrible.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you about the guy we got. His wife should probably be running the team. Let's just put it that way.
You got.
I don't even know if she has any experience, and she might not even know what a offside penalty is. I don't know.
I'll be going live on the camera in a little bit. Just got to set up a few things here.
No problem. No problem, my guy. Los, what up, man?
What up, Los?
What up?
Hey, Sean, what is going on, bro? Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about the video from earlier today. I got a little pushback, bro. I really did. Oh, Caleb, how's my sound, by the way? Am I good? Gain is good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got the hibiscus, bro. Woo.
Yeah.
Spicy. All right. I don't know if I got any super chats yet. Okay, good. So, Sean, let me tell you about what happened in this video. I said very explicitly in the video, hear me and hear me good. My intention is to help people avoid making a mistake prematurely. All right. So, but those people, they're like watchdogs. You know, you walk by the house and all this barking and all this, you know, attacking starts. You know, the problem with this situation, and I think we'll just open with it. All right. Because Zero Cool RF, man, we were about to start talking about it backstage, but might as well discuss it here. With the entire T-Mobile and Sprint merger thing, it's a two-part merger. It's about market share and it's about synergies. That's what they call them. It's really about the network. Okay. So standalone, T-Mobile is not going to be able to do it. There was no way they were going to compete in these up-and-coming spectrum auctions. They have a very similar spectrum position to Verizon. Now that they have the 2.5, it changes everything. Now with the 2.5, they made a decision. They said, we are going to retain the T-Mobile network as is, and we are going to augment it with the Sprint 2.5 gigahertz. They're going to retain Sprint sites. They're going to shut down some. They're going to start switching and moving gear. They're going to start transitioning customers. I think for the most part, everybody here on this panel, as well as those that probably even work for the new T-Mobile, can agree. The ideal scenario is to upgrade the T-Mobile network enough to where it could, for the most part, still support most of the data traffic, right? Without it absolutely crashing. Start moving over Sprint customers to the T-Mobile side, and then really start the extreme push to upgrade for capacity. Okay. But up until this point, we've seen problems in coverage because of the loss of roaming agreements. And then right now is an issue of there are people that have Sprint network access. They are Sprint customers. They don't want T-Mobile network access because T-Mobile's not good where they are. They're not good yet. That's going to come later as they build out the network as native T-Mobile network. So those people do not want T-Mobile network access. They want to keep their Sprint. But here's the thing. At some point, there has to be a shutdown of the Sprint network. At some point. In my opinion, if it is the only way to do it, would be to bite the bullet. And if customers have to leave, they have to leave. And you try to get them back later. You do what you can to keep them. But if it's a no-go, you let them go. And you try and say, look, we are sorry. This is what it's going to be for the short term. We'd love to have you with us. But if you have to go, we're going to try to earn your business back later. I would literally frame it that way. So they understood. Instead, we've got text messages going out to people who may or may not be getting a better network experience, and it may be premature. So I'm trying to let people know what's going on with the situation. Now we could discuss like the execution of the plan. Like we could talk how T-Mobile's executing. We could talk about the plan itself. I'm just trying to tell people what you can expect to see when you get that text message from T-Mobile and it says to you, come in and get a new SIM. What you can expect, what's going to happen. That's all I wanted to do. And they got mad. They told me I work for Verizon. Stop bashing T-Mobile. I don't even understand what I'm talking about Sprint network access, bro. How? What?
Can I respond?
Yeah.
How do I sound, by the way? Is it
You're
good mic quality?
You're good.
I'm
HD.
using my lapel tonight.
It's a good mic, bro. I dig it.
Yeah, just make sure. I just want to make sure because this one, I thought this was the broken one. But I think a lot of people that comment, "Oh, you're getting paid." I think they just don't get it. You know, they always just don't want to hear bad things about what they like. They're obviously emotional. They obviously have some problems going on, so they have to take it out on somebody. But
how did the video? How was it bad? Like,
well, that's what I was about to ask you. How does that link to Verizon if you're talking about one thing versus the other? Like, I don't get it. I do not understand where they're coming from, and I don't understand their claims. But hey, man, to each his own.
It's the red hoodie, man. I'm telling you.
But I love this hoodie. Yeah, they literally they came at me a little bit, and I'm just like, look, man, you do what you want with your money, and you do what you want with your SIM card. If you're a Sprint customer and you like what you got going on, I just say, wait, don't touch your SIM until they shut you down. When they shut you down, you're done. You have no options anyways. when your SIM card has no network anymore, then that's it.
Right.
Yeah, that happens. Yes, I work for both AT&T and Verizon. We're in cahoots, bro. I'm in bed with the both of them, bro. I'm slaying them both. I think I honestly feel this way, guys. The best thing for T-Mobile to do is to just shut it down tomorrow. Everybody from Sprint has to come in and get a new SIM card, and if they don't, they can go to AT&T or Verizon. You give them their account number, You send them on their way. Say, I hope you get a good port out deal. We'll fight for your business at a later time. But as of right now, we need to just do this. That's honestly the best way to do it. Seriously. Because this is going to, what is this? People are going to try to avoid, right? To get the SIM card. They're going to walk in and get pissed because their network experience is going to get worse, right? Because in most places, T-Mobile and Sprint don't share sites. They're not shared. They're usually different, you know?
I think it's, I don't know. I think it's a little bit premature. I can understand why. I definitely get the why behind it, because the thing is that, you know, these are 5G standalone SIM cards, meaning we're trying to get the 2.5 on standalone as quickly and very quickly as possible, you know? And we're trying to get as much people off, off the Sprint traffic. You know why? Because there's a couple things. Because we can't modernize the tower. We can't build more towers unless those customers are off the Sprint network. Okay. That's the main reason why they did this TNX SIM, is because we need a lot of people off the Sprint network to get our T-Mobile network going. Because keep in mind, you're going from a CDMA to a GSM network, right? And also, it's due to the fact that we're trying to get the standalone up and running as fast as possible on the 600 megahertz on 2.5 and eventually on PCS, AWS, right? So if you think about it, the only way to make that happen, or I should say to force that happen to a network benefit, is to get those customers SIM swapped. All right. Now this is yes, it's painstaking. These are growing pains at the worst, right? If you're a Sprint customer and you're excited about the merger, you're excited about the phone, you're excited about this and that, if you're gung ho about the 5G stuff, and if you have good both Sprint and T-Mobile coverage in your area, I would say go for it. I would say go in the store, get the SIM card, get it done. You don't have to worry about it, right? And if for each new phone, they're just going to push you in that SIM card anyways, right? So, it's just a lot of things to try to get to the end goal, right? On standalone 5G, and I wish the Sprint was compatible, but unfortunately it is not. So, because you're pretty much going from a Sprint, NSA to a SA SIM card. It's kind of like how the Verizon 5G SIM cards work. And
It's
AT&T,
AT&T
SIM cards.
The situation is they want people on a 600 megahertz based connectivity, right? Standalone,
yeah, correct.
Right? So,
yes.
And the 2.5 just isn't there to emphasize it as the main mode of connectivity. So,
not yet,
right?
But will
right.
be.
Well, I mean, that's the end game. But
right,
and thank
exactly.
you, Camsteramail. Thank you for the super chat. I hope I said your name right.
Camster meal.
Camster meal.
Camster mail. Camster mail.
Camster mail.
Well, thank you for the super chat. And as for the 12 and the 12 Pro standalone T-Mobile, they will. Probably upon activation, that's the SIM you'll be receiving. I don't think they'll be doing Sprint SIMs in those. Would they, Mr. Zero Cool RF?
I was responding to a text. What? Sorry.
Do you think that these new iPhones are going to come with Sprint SIMs in them for a Sprint account?
Not on T-Mobile, they won't. No.
I don't know how they have a Sprint option. I don't get it. I don't know how and why. I mean, I know there are existing customers.
That's for a Sprint account. That's why they're still operating the opposite. They're still running essentially like 3 systems right now.
But when are they? Well, when are they going to be like transitioned over though? Like when is that transition supposed to happen?
Wish I could tell you, bro.
It's not fair, man. It's just,
I wish I could tell you.
Fair.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you. The situation is they don't have a unified system, so they're still operating multiple systems, and that's what's giving retail a hard time. Right? There are Sprint customers going into stores having trouble making a move, and then it ruins everything. And then they're just mad at T-Mobile retail. And they're like, dude, we don't know how to help you. Like, we can't do it. Your system doesn't talk with our system. Dude, it's until they have a unified system that serves all customers, this is the type of, nonsense that's going to be going on. I really wanted to call it something else, but yeah, that's the type of crap that'll be happening.
That's pretty much what it is on the network side, right? It's the same thing.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, biting the bullet at some point, it's better to do it up front and just start the rebound process. I don't like late rebound processes. I like put it up front and deal with it,
Yeah.
All right, T-Mobile Rabies says it's market-to-market basis. He says he's not T-Mobile standalone on his iPhone 12 Pro.
But does he have the new SIM card?
I was going to say, which SIM do you have, T-Mobile Rabies? Do you have the newest T-Mobile SIM? Do you have an old Sprint SIM? Yeah, because if the SIM was pre-existing, and then it's an older SIM, right? It would just activate. It was already activated.
Well, I mean, there's two parts to this, guys. It's the SIM and the network. You can't have one without the other. You can't get the SA without obviously the network, and you need the SIM to access it, right? So,
a lot of people already switched over from the Sprint side to AT&T and Verizon, and I understand the move. As much as I don't want to see that happen, I understand it. And the reason why I say I don't want to see it happen is because obviously T-Mobile's in business to make money. And it's a lot easier to make network upgrades when you have revenue. So it's we hope that they come out of this in a position to where their network build is not set back too much. We need their capex to increase. Looks like the guidance is around 9 or 10 billion. That's not going to cut it. That's a starting point. That's half of a year at AT&T. That's half of a year at Verizon. So
AT&T and Verizon are loving it right now. They're loving it, bro.
Well, AT&T especially. Yeah.
Yeah, they're loving it right now. They're handing out iPhones like hotcakes right now.
Actually, that was one of my topics. Actually, Lil, should we cut into it, bro? Should we cut the cake?
Let's splice that fake ass layer cake.
All right. I have information from AT&T management. Those that are very intimate with the reports and sales. They are selling iPhone 12s like hotcakes. I haven't had hotcakes in years, bro, but I remember when I got them, bro, they were delicious. All right. They were fantastic. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So they're selling 12s like hotcakes because they're giving them away for free. It's a slam dunk. If a customer does not have an iPhone 11, it won't take 2 words to sell them an iPhone 12. What do you say, Technoid?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I said if a customer does not have an iPhone 11, so anything older than last year's model, it's an easy sell to get somebody in an iPhone 12.
Yeah, I agree. I think the reason is that the newer iPhones, there's so many tactics you can go. There are so many routes you can market the phone, but I think the real thing is really just 5G. They're going to use that as a marketable ploy. And you can see that's kind of the direction they're kind of headed with the iPhone. I mean, you don't have to call a phone 5G to call it a 5G phone. You just got to say it's an Apple phone with 5G. That's it. You don't even need to – there's really not much to say. Just say iPhone with 5G. That's really it. And people will be like, ooh.
Yeah, so Aiden, good to see you. Glad you could be here. Yeah, Robert. Last I checked, hotcakes were pancakes. Yep. But they were the hot ones. They're
some people
so as they cool down, they're just pancakes. They're no longer
the warm cakes. No. Looks like the iPhone 12 is already coming with that new TNX SIM card, either at Sprint or at T-Mobile, whichever you go. So
yeah, man. Sales are good. AT&T's moving them. They got the best deal carrier wise.
Yeah,
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, AT&T has the best deal. Even existing customers get that deal.
Yeah, that's a big time move. I think they knew what they were doing most with that.
You don't have to add lines. You don't have to have 5 lines that are just sitting there that you're not even using. They're free.
You don't have to have the essentials access.
I mean,
oh man!
What
oh, man.
Could you imagine? Los,
talking about
could you
essential
imagine
access,
having a
bro?
Ferrari and having to drive through a school zone? You'd want to kill yourself. You know, like it'd be like, nah.
Are you serious? Essentials is the same as Magenta Plus, same access, man.
Yeah, but okay,
yeah,
so
alright, same access.
task wise,
Yeah.
that matters. So you get down to the bottom of the totem pole on those tasks. So like
Yeah,
video,
on the task.
like video is going to be horrid on a 12 Pro on Essentials. So like having the extra resolution, you know, year to year, you're not gonna really enjoy it when you're on cellular.
Well, so I just want to make one quick note is that once, you know, the network is fully standalone, being end to end from SIM to tower and core and back, that will no longer be task based.
They'll have legit QCI.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what we like, bro. We like legit QCI.
Because they're gonna end up finally using the Sprint QCI. They should have been using that already.
Yeah.
The Essentials plan it's not good. You know, it's as stripped down as you can get. I mean, it's so stripped down that retail associates don't even want to sell it because they can't make $5 on it. So, you know, like there's just no money in it, right? So they're working hard to get people in Magenta. I mean, could you imagine being on that plan and being stuck at 480p for video res? You would have to run a VPN. You would essentially the money you'd be saving in the service, you'd be investing in a good VPN. Right? Like you would get TorGuard or Express or whatever.
I'm on Magenta Plus and I'm stuck still on 480. What are you talking about?
Oh no.
I'm dead
So
serious.
so their best deal, T-Mobile's best deal on the iPhone 12 is actually the Pro, and it locks you onto the Essentials plan. So that sucks. The other angle I think they have is the trade-ins are really good, actually. They're doing like $750, $450, $350 for these older iPhones, going all the way back to the 3G and the original iPhone. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. They're giving like $250 for the original iPhone.
They're desperate.
What?
Yeah, they're giving $350 for the 3G. Seriously, it's crazy.
Hey.
So you could go online, you go on eBay, have one shipped to your house for $3, and then go and trade that sucker in and get $350 in trade in.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea.
Do me a solid, Technoid. Get on eBay.
Sure.
Give me a price on an iPhone 3G or 3GS, whatever was that third gen. Let's see what they're going for delivered to Staten Island.
They selling an iPhone 3G, 8 gigabytes, factory unlocked, A1241, $36.
All right, so then you could essentially get a $290 come up on that just by trading it in. So if that was cool, you know, that'd be something to take advantage of. I think they're doing $450 for the 5S.
I want to know why.
Why they want people getting into their plans. They want to sell them service.
I suppose.
Hey man, I can't recommend it. You know, that deal with the Pro to be on the Essentials. I mean, if you want a really nice phone that you'll enjoy the most on Wi-Fi, that's what's going to end up happening. Like you could no. You can use it on cellular. I'm not saying you can't, but you're gonna enjoy it the most when it's on Wi-Fi. You're not gonna enjoy it when it's on cellular and your video is capped at 480p.
No, yeah, you're probably gonna have to go to the nearest Starbucks and just cap out a nice Google Wi-Fi.
Dude, but you're forgetting also that it's on 30 months.
30 months. Yeah. The phone itself, I think they're selling for $5 a month, so that it's 2 lines on Essentials for $100 plus taxes and fees. It's probably going to come out to, for most people, I think about $113, $117. I don't know. I'm guessing in New York it's worse than, you know, whatever. But here in the CLE, Ohio, I feel like it would probably be around $113, $114. So the 2 phones are each $5. Then the lines are $90. That's where they get the $100 from. But really, the best deal's at AT&T. Verizon is a good deal too. They're giving like $450 on trade-in, so you're paying half, you know, which is cool.
I might take the Verizon trade-in offer for if I'm gonna go back. I'm probably gonna take that with the Pro Max. I've been debating it though because I just got this phone and I do like it, but I do appreciate that they're doubling the value of the Note 10 and it already went down to $440. So I'm like, if I hold it for another year, it's probably not even going to be worth that much. So I figure, gotta make what makes sense, I guess.
Sean, I know you say you like to do your phones unlocked, man. So having all those, I don't know, maybe you could sell them to somebody for $50. Be like, yo, you could trade these in at T-Mobile, dude. You know,
Right. Exactly.
Davies Tech, what's up, brother? Who cares if it's essentials? It's 480.
Hey,
I use T-Mobile MVNO and I am fine. I watch 444p. Chill, man.
444p. Where do you see a 4? It's 144.
Oh, it's he
Get
did put
your
144.
glasses.
Oh my
this
god!
guy
All
must be
right,
a ham
look,
radio operator.
yeah, he is.
AWL.
Hey,
Oh,
Yeah, he
cool,
is. Yeah,
Hey,
he
Steve,
is.
This is the reason why they want to push people in essentials, is they want to start getting the taxes and fees. Because then if they push them on essentials, that means that if you don't go on Magenta Plus, then they don't have to pay taxes and fees. And this is how they're gonna start pushing the getting away from the taxes and fees included.
You think so?
Makes sense.
I mean, I look at it as a possibility. I mean, do you? Because basically, what you're saying is they're planting the seeds of business changes for
Yep.
plans in the future.
Yes, they are.
Because they can't really change the Magenta plans for now, right? The
No.
I don't want to call them legacy prices. I'm going to call them current prices, right? Jesse says I will cancel if they charge taxes.
I think a lot of people will. I don't think
Yeah.
he's not the only person in that boat. Like, I'm just waiting for all the people just to like, oh I have taxes on my bill now. Like, what the F?
Hold on.
We've been paying taxes on the Verizon line we got, and it's been all right. I've been paying $95 for 2 people.
Hey, hold on. We got to get into this. Taxes and fees, you're still paying for them on the bill.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Yep.
They're just offsetting it by making the plan cheaper. So
Yep.
There's massaging
because-
where it's assigned to, right?
So because you're being a cheap ass, you're letting T-Mobile not have a stronger CapEx and a stronger ARPU number for their plans. So because you want it included. So that means instead of them making $50 per line profit, they're making only $30 because they have to reduce it to be able to include the taxes and fees so your cheap ass don't see it on the bill. Straight up.
He's true. He's right.
No, he's right. He's right.
Think about it. Do $20 per line times how many customers they have. That's how much more CapEx they could have to do upgrades. Do the math.
What if they decrease the advertised price by $5 and then started charging taxes and fees?
They're not fun. At least they're making $15 more per line.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter if they just charge $10 more or whatever.
Rayz, man. Come here, bro. What are you doing here?
They're still gonna, the customer's still gonna pay.
I need to go to bed.
And what people don't understand either is that they're including Netflix on it. So you take that, let's say that $30 profit, you subtract $12.99. So they're really only making like $18, $17 a line.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, Yasmin.
Hey, yes.
man.
Oh, go ahead now. Say hi, Yasmin.
Hi.
Hi.
Bye, Baba. Good night. She must have sprayed perfume or something, dude.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, of course you did. Dude, I hate perfume, bro. My wife sprays it. I like leave the house, dude. I'm out of there, man. I hate it, bro. I hate perfume. Reminds me of the inside of my grandmother's purse when I was a kid, bro. And I used to get money out of there.
Oh boy.
I used to hear the ice cream truck. I'd go up in there and grab money.
Oh, you're like a hit with that.
There'd be like singles flying out of there, $5 bills, and I'm chasing after the truck. What's up, Planet Earth? How you doing? Camster said with his super chat, he said, what's T-Mobile's 5G DPRIO? Their data DPRIO on their plans currently is 50 gigs on the Magenta plans. I don't know about those legacy plans. Couldn't tell you. I know that some of their MVNO stuff and their Metro stuff's a little bit lower. I think it's 35. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's going to do in terms of 5G. 5G is supposed to introduce the era of no deprio.
Right.
Right. 5G is supposed to usher in an era of incredible capacity where you don't have to manage tasks any differently. And, video could be whatever they can afford you, right? If you got 100 megs per second available to you, quad HD if you like,
Well, let me start another one on. So, okay, on 5G access, let's do millimeter wave because that's the only true 5G I know of. The rest is garbage. So, on millimeter wave on every carrier, all right, the only carrier that does not deprio millimeter wave and you still can use like a terabyte and still have the thing is Verizon. AT&T and T-Mobile both will deprio you after you use that data cap because they will still count it as priority data. Even AT&T.
Sure?
Even AT&T,
Yeah.
because
Are you sure? Because that's big time, bro. That's a big time thing.
I tested it. I've had a consumer elite plan I had after 100 gigs. I was deprioed on millimeter wave. I had prepaid AT&T after 22 gigs. It kicked me off millimeter wave. With T-Mobile, I used the 50 gigs. After the 50 gigs, it wouldn't even let me connect to millimeter wave.
Huh? What?
Yep, I tested it all.
Something's wrong with their systems. That doesn't make sense.
I heard it,
bro.
I heard it deprio, but I never heard of it just not connecting though.
It wouldn't connect.
Crazy.
That is weird.
Well, T-Mobile's millimeter wave is bad.
Bad enough, yeah.
So like the connection, I mean, they've got no R&D into it. Their optimizations are limited on it. It's just it's gone nowhere since it was deployed.
The millimeter wave is garbage compared to some of the 2.5 that's out there. That's the 2.5 is better than the millimeter.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not looking at T-Mobile's millimeter wave like, where should it be? They're just not on it. It's just not on their radar at all. I mean, they talk layer cake, but it's really not. It's
Hashtag.
It's dual cake or whatever, tuxedo cake. I don't know.
Swirly cake.
Swirly cake.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, not a lot of people know that, bro. This, like you said, 5G era should not be deprioed, which is true.
But we're not
but it's still.
We're not there, Los. We're not.
Yeah, but it's just crazy, bro. That these with AT&T, yeah, they're doing a little better, but it's just that you're getting deprioed when you have elite plans and the limited more plus or whatever it's called, and you're getting deprioed. That's crazy. You shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I like flan, bro. Chill out. I like flan. Flan is delicious, bro.
It is.
Upload 125 megabits per second. Nice, dude. That's impressive. The only carrier I've seen do that would be Verizon doing the millimeter wave uplink on some of those markets. That's the only time I've seen it up or over 100.
Now the thing is will that 125 hold up to stuff?
I mean, I've had 50 megs on uplink, and my live stream died.
I had 70 and died. 74 to be exact.
I agree, MS. Thanks for the super chat, dude. People hate up and down bills. Add $10 to cover the taxes and fees. Could work.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Navion, appreciate the super chat. No comment, no question, just a donation. Appreciate you very much. Appreciate everybody for your super chats. MS, Navion. I know there were a couple other before also. Camster. And I think there was one more. Davies Tech. Appreciate you guys donating to the channel. Thank you so much. I have some speed tests. I have a speed test log actually that I've been taking a look at from a friend of mine who has T-Mobile home internet. And here's what I'm seeing. He is in the Midwest. He lives in a small time market, very small town. He's getting on the high end upwards of like 46 to 47 megs. That's their high end. Okay, on the low end, I have seen it bottom out pretty low into the single digits. So currently, I don't know what everybody's experiences out there are, but we are seeing some pretty crazy fluctuations, depending on your tower site capacity. So, they can guarantee all they want, but it looks like it's going to be a difficult thing to do early on. I said this a long time ago. Their home internet can be legit once they get 2.5 gigahertz in these wider channels, right? Until that point, It's going to be a lot of this. Like when I'm looking at a speed test, I'm seeing 13 megs, 18 megs, 43 megs, 38 megs. It's really mixed, and it's top to bottom. And then the uplinks, it's mostly single digits. There's some teens in there, but it's very LTE-esque. Like if you were mobile, even though that's fixed, right? It's very LTE-esque. Like if you were driving around the town, typical speeds that you would get. So I feel like some people are going to be disappointed because they might be coming out of a service where they were getting 500 megs or even 100 megs, right, from a home ISP. I'm telling you guys, if your expectation, if you are going from a traditional home ISP who does coax or fiber, this probably is not for you. This is for people who have a really bad home ISP or have satellite options like HughesNet or DSL. And actually, if you look at the speeds, Zero Coil RF, it's like DSL speeds, right?
Well, it's a little bit better. Kind of. It depends on your version of DSL too, but it's average. Here's the thing. They had to get it past 25 megabytes because 25 megabytes is the FCC
definition
broadband requirement for high-speed internet. So they're probably, that's what it's at 50.
That's a problem, bro. That is a problem.
Yeah, it is. It's not. It is. Yeah.
25 megs, bro. We're gonna set the bar real high, right? Dude, we're gonna disable Technoid's ability to use avatars. Seriously, dude.
I turned myself into a pickle morning.
Dude, I'm
into a pickle. I pickle Rick.
I'm literally about to sick John on you, bro. I'm about to send out the goons, dog.
Hold on, we got one.
Hey Morty, the space continuum, Morty. We have to go. Come on, Morty. Quit playing, Morty. Don't be retarded, Morty.
Get back in the ship. Let's do this.
I'm a pickle, Morty. I'm a pickle. I turned myself into a pickle, Morty. Pickle Rick.
Yeah, Bobby Torreno album 2 is the best thing, Morty.
You guys know I could boot you out of here.
bro, you gotta watch that. You gotta watch Rick
and Morty.
Watch
Rick and Morty.
Dude, I'm 36 years old. I'm about to be 37. I'm watching. Look, bro. Look. Let's just put this out there. You want me to watch this, bro?
Pickle Rick.
Come on, man.
Rick.
Bro.
Oh, I win again.
Bro, there's nothing wrong. It's an adult cartoon, bro. It's
an adult cartoon. It's 18 plus.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, coming from the guy with the avatar that says T-Mobile. Yeah.
Yeah. It is, bro. It's a bunch of bull.
John's talking smiggity, bro.
It was
it's a shame.
It was the pickle. It was either the pickle or the one of you going. Now, which one would you have rather me chose?
The pickle.
Dude, I'm coming out to Staten Island this spring, bro. Watch what I do, bro.
I'm gonna get T-chains on you with the lotion.
Oh no.
Oh, chains.
Lotion, bro. Come on, man.
Paid retail employee. How
Wait, he's considered retail?
Yeah, he's considered retail. I read the bio on LinkedIn.
Really?
How is he on the payroll system? I don't get it. That money could be used for better employees. He's getting paid from the corporate to do their promotions and stuff. So why is he still getting the minimum wage?
Incredible.
Give it to the other employees.
Right. Seriously. What's this next thing we're going to take a look at? So the iPhone sales are really good. Carriers are going to thrive. The home internet, to kind of cap it off, I just hope people have the right expectation. I hope they understand what can and can't be done as the network is currently constructed. Just got to be realistic with it.
Yeah.
I think his experience is going to be typical. Like it's going to be common enough to where that's an expectation. Some of you out there might try it and get like above 50 and it might be nice, which gives you more capacity.
I mean, the goal is 100 megabyte. So
not California, dog.
I'm sorry. I'm going to rephrase that. The goal in California is 300 megabyte.
Which, by the way, I mean, no carrier could do now, even with the tower density. They couldn't even sniff it. You need millimeter wave everywhere if you're going to do that. So,
yeah. And
you need 7 carrier and 10 carrier aggregation from AT&T to do it on there.
At least 5, yeah.
What are you talking about, bro? AT&T's doing that in my home tower right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I saw by the Staten Island ferry, they're building out Verizon millimeter wave antennas. They're starting to push for 5G out here, so we're in the progress.
Nice. Hey, how's Verizon been for you, Technoid?
Very, very good. It's been about, I'm gonna say about a month since we've had it, a solid month.
Oh, he's in South Bend, my friend. He's in South Bend, Indiana.
Oh, Indiana.
So that's a college town, Notre Dame. So they got some people. I think they're at like 101,000 people. So that's a decent sized town. He's doing all right, bro. It's holding up.
Of course. So yeah, what you wanted to know about Verizon for me?
How's it been, dude? As you've been you've been cruising the city?
It's been very good. I gotta be honest with you. Not only am I enjoying it, my mom's enjoying it. We haven't noticed any dead zone, at least what we can see. The speeds have been consistent every time. The last speed test I did was on the 13th, and it was, I believe, this was the last time I did a speed test. So
nice.
I'm gonna do another
nice.
one. I'm gonna do another one for you guys in just a second. So we'll see how it is, because I know they are building out some new antennas. Like I told you, they're pushing the 5G wave. But so far, it's been consistently great, I gotta say.
I was gonna ask, in terms of your switch, because you were previously a T-Mobile customer, was there anything you miss about the T-Mobile service that you wish you had with your Verizon service?
No. Nothing I really miss. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only thing that I really miss, and this is just really me,
T-Mobile Tuesdays.
No. Nothing.
The thongs.
Oh yeah, here's the latest speed test. Still pretty good. It's actually
That is good.
great.
That is really good.
It's still a lot better than the Wi-Fi at times, so that's a plus. But if there is one thing I do miss about T-Mobile, but it's not even a deal breaker at this point. My only real miss is just going to the store in person and actually communicating with employees that want to work there. That's really it. The Verizon employees where I live by, right by here at the plaza, they have no will. And also, John, I don't miss Netflix on us for crap, brother. I got Plex. I got my I can't curse on here, but I get my crap for free. I don't need none of that paying bull crap. But yeah, I do miss friendly interactives in the store. That's really about it, because the people there that worked at the T-Mobile store actually gave a damn. The Verizon the Verizon employees, they're bored out of their mind. They're really just they're just there to answer a question or two, and then they just move on. They don't care.
So
although I did get digits from a girl there that worked there. Her name was Lida. So hey,
flex. All right,
flexing.
Hey man, I just switched the SIM in my Google Pixel 5. I had my main Verizon line in it, and I just put AT&T in there.
Mm-hmm.
AT&T's better.
Oh.
Yeah, AT&T. It's faster, and the video playback is the videos connect faster. The apps are just running better. I think it's the network access. I think the capacity makes a difference, and it's not huge, but I could feel it. I could sense that the video loaded faster, and the video resolution restriction is obviously doesn't exist with AT&T. Fast.com's 60, 70, 80 megs. Right. So what are we doing, Lowe's? AT&T.
Oh, here we go. Do you have the AT&T 5G SIM, Sneed?
Yep.
Oh no.
I don't think so.
I mean, if that's what I'm saying, like most customers, they're
I
gonna
got
have
my
5G.
SIM about a month ago. That was like in September.
Yeah, see if it's a 5G SIM because that, most customers are gonna need that for a 5G phone.
It's just so hard to go into a store right now. They stop you at the door.
Right? Yep.
They stop you at the door, and then they're like, "All right, you get to put in line." You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Hey, that's on a
yeah,
regular
I'm.
iPhone 12.
I'm. What's that?
That's on a regular iPhone 12, not even the Pro.
Why would the Pro matter, Los?
I don't know. I just figured, people
Yo,
are.
Los, we saw your speed test earlier on the OnePlus versus the iPhone. When are you going to do the Samsung one?
Tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Kraus, I'm telling you, bro, create as much content as you can using that iPhone and just kill the algo, bro. Kill the algorithm, bro.
Kill the algorithm.
The iPhone definitely has better uplink, doesn't it?
Dude, iPhone is just. Caleb is crazy, dude. Like you saw it yesterday, like what I was showing you. I took the case off and speeds degraded. I don't get how on the millimeter wave. I lost 700. I lost like 700 Mbps, dude.
That's because you're not. That's because you're not using the case. If you put a magnet next to a phone with no case, your millimeter wave speeds are going to suffer. That's the test.
So you're right. Remember, Caleb, we had our concerns about the magnet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So with the case,
Caleb's like, wait a minute, there's gonna be a magnet on this thing. I'm like,
so with the MagSafe, so with the MagSafe, then
that's why they Carlos. That's why they call it a MagSafe case, a MagSafe case, because it's not going to screw with the millimeter wave. That's why I just told you.
With the millimeter wave, of course, it's not going to screw anything.
That's why I just told you.
It's not going to screw anything.
That's what I said. Just pickle Rick that thing in the trash, bro. The Max.
Hey.
Lavendi, you just mad that I'm getting to use for free, and you smell like cottage cheese and trees.
Yeah. Lavendi's sticking it to you, Technoid, about the torrenting, bro.
He's just mad because he smells like cottage cheese and trees branches. Now I get it from a service called Plex, so I download the server, and basically I can download. I actually could show you guys if you want me to show you real quick. So this is my folder. This is where I got. So I have this thing called Radar, Sonar, and Sabandnoid. That's where I download everything. So on Radar, I go on here. This is where the cloud storage is. You really can't see it for crap, but
Man,
this
your
is where
screen is bright, dude.
This is where I can get all the movies, literally anything I want, and the
Nice,
cloud
man.
continues. It's endless.
But I mean, Lois, like the uplink is just tremendous on that because that's the huge benefit that I have.
John, wait, hold on. John, pull up John's comment. John, pull up his comment up, please. I gotta ask a real serious. Did your mama not love you? Were you the one kid at school that got bullied because he drank the yellow Gatorade and not the blue Gatorade? Were you that one kid that just got mad that he kept getting the red Jolly Ranchers and everybody else got the blue ones? Like, why are you negative? Everybody, even your own bestie you were dissing earlier. Come on now, John. Spread some positivity.
What is going on with you two? Okay, calm down, childrens. Calm down.
My man. I love John, though. He's a good dude. He's really good.
Dude, John has the best hair on YouTube, bro. Look at that. A smashing head of hair. Look at that.
Only problem. That's from 2 years ago. See what he looks like now in his latest video. I'm just playing.
Could be worse. You could be T-Chains, bro.
Note 10 Plus. This is the Note 10 Plus. Speaking of which, I got a question. I actually have a question for all of you guys. So there's been a lot of heat about those Exynos chips ever since the last episode we talked.
Bro, hold on. GG is here. GG Gadget Goddess just hit 1,000 subscribers. Bravo, GG. Nice job. Congratulations. We're proud of you. GG. We're happy for you. We knew it was coming. It was just a matter of time. So we here at the SMT Nation, we're celebrating it for you. Congrats. And hey, it's just a matter of time till you get to 10K.
Now let's
1,000 is just the start. Yeah.
Let's get her in a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, so there's been a lot of heat going on with the Exynos chipset and the Exynos modem. A lot of Samsung fans are actually going on the support forum. I'm going to pull it up in a couple of minutes. They're really voicing them. They're saying, do not bring the Exynos chipset to America. So I want to ask you guys. I want to ask you, if they bring the Exynos chipset with an Exynos modem, is it safe to say that it will be the worst Samsung phone ever released?
Yes.
Well, I don't know, dude. Those early years were rough. The S2, the S3, the S4 was junky. The 5 got better. The 6 brought in like that glass design for wireless charge. You know, it brought some waterproofing with the 5th gen. I don't know, man. There were some rough years for the Galaxies. Now, cellular-wise, we'd probably be disappointed. It'd be a step back because with Qualcomm, you're getting it's reliable year to year. You're getting the best RF, right? You just, you know, you're not getting friends don't let friends do MediaTek, you know. So
I mean, the Exynos doesn't have any RF front end chip.
Oh, okay.
Like the Qualcomms do, right? So there's a huge difference in how they actually make the baseband in your RF chip. Okay, that's a huge difference. How they make the RF front end, how they make the trying to think of what the word is. It's basically your RF, how your RF signal will modulate from tower to baseband and back and forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's certain things that Qualcomm just does right, and Exynos does not.
Yeah, because the latest article talked about the Samsung Exynos 9000s. They're supposed to be sporting ARM Mali G78.
Correct. Yeah.
And even then, fans were like, we don't care. We just want the Qualcomm chips. I think if it comes down to it, it's really who's more reliable. If I'm taking a chipset that has been guaranteed to last me for A to B, I'm going with Qualcomm over the Exynos, because even if the Exynos were consistently crap and stayed consistently crap, at least the Qualcomms, even if they got to crap, they were consistently good throughout a period of time, and they stayed that way till it got to its last leg. The Exynos were just crap on day one. And there was one point when they were good. There was at one point when the Exynos were actually pretty good, but that's long gone. Those days.
It was the S6 Edge S7 years.
Yeah,
you know, it was like a little window, and then it was Qualcomm the rest of the way.
Exactly. So those days are gone, and I don't know why people still hold on to those chipsets. They think that that's the same thing being produced. It's not. And people in Europe, they're saying, we don't like this Qualcomm modem set. We just do not appreciate the performance compared to the Qualcomm. The biggest one I remember was when they did the S9 with the Snapdragon 845 and then the Exynos. And people said the battery drained terribly with that chipset. They said that it throttled after.
But here's the thing, Technoid, you can never pinpoint and blame the modem because all the other crap that was going on with TouchWiz up until the S9. You know, there was so much software-wise that was problematic with those devices. Now, I think you could pinpoint some elements of that. But, dude, TouchWiz was a nightmare for a long time. Like, people to this day who have not owned a Galaxy in 7 years still think that Samsung's running TouchWiz. So I tweeted something in a DM of our group, one of our groups on Twitter, and there are people saying Samsung slow down after a year, which is 100% false. I have owned Samsungs the last couple generations for more than a year, and none of them slow down anymore. And there's a couple reasons why. Number one, they have all the RAM in the world. And number two, the software has gotten a little bit lighter. All right. It's just a little bit better than it used to be. But there are still people saying that Samsung slowed down after a year, which is true from the S5 years, the S6 years, the S7 years. It is true. It's not true anymore.
Not anymore, no.
I had an S10 Plus for a year. It never slowed down. I had a Note 10 Plus for a year. Never slowed down. Bro, they got 8 to 12 gigs of RAM. You know, they got tons of storage, and they're running the top of the notch high-end processors. Bro, I don't know if people know this, but these phones now can actually be legit computers. Like these Galaxies
Yeah.
can actually run decks. They can actually run, like the CPUs are legit. So that those days are done, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Samsung, they want to do this, because they make their own Exynos chips. It's about saving, it's about cost. Samsung's trying to do what Apple's doing, and also Google next year will try to do what Apple's doing. Just make their own chipsets. It's easier, less overhead. And for whatever reading, it's supposed to be the Exynos 1000. That's going to come in the S21s, but there's just all rumors right now. But we'll see what they decide to do.
Yeah, agreed.
I was in talking to Carlos, and his experiences with the iPhone. The iPhone's a great bet for RF right now. Based on what Carlos is reporting, the iPhone is a great option. The X55 modem is a good modem. There's nothing wrong with it. It's the best available right now.
Just don't put a magnet on it, whatever you do.
Oh my God! Can you leave? What is your problem with MagSafe? I have never seen you go off on just a magnetic charger.
I just explained it. It screws with your memory if you don't have that case on.
Go ahead, Los. Go ahead, Los.
About the case.
Go ahead, Los.
This is the thing, bro. Like with the iPhone, the X55. Remember, it was a modified X55, so it's not the same. This identical X55 that we see in, like, the Note 20, the S20 Ultras and stuff. It's modified, tweaked a bit, and then the antenna module was made by Apple. And I actually was doing a little bit more research with the help of Verizon's RF engineering team. That's why Verizon was heavily involved in this game with the iPhone.
So how much do you think is different when you say modified? What do you think?
That's why we have certain bands that were not available before. That's why if you look at the RF specs between a Samsung X55 modem that's in the Samsung, like if you look at the RF guide in the manual, and you look at the iPhone one, the power turned up a bit on the iPhone one.
Correct. Yeah, they have to trump the transmit power on the iPhones, so that when you do your uplink, that's going to reach your tower. Androids, they don't have to do that. iPhones, they do. It's just how it's made. But the thing is, with the X55 modem, I mean, like Carlos has been doing in his tests, you're going to notice that increased uplink speed. Why? Because you have higher transmit power. It just makes for a better, RF experience with an iPhone, especially from last year. And the reason why is it goes back to what I said earlier about the RF front end on the Qualcomm modem. So if you turn up your transmit power, what that does is it boosts your RF end chip presence, and that actually gets more of a RSRP and RSRQ better signaling from your tower. And that's why Carlos is able to see those GOAT uplink speeds as well as millimeter wave speeds.
Bro, the uplink is tremendous on this phone.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I can't even get my S20.
It really is good. I saw your numbers, Los. It's good.
Bro, even with AT&T, bro, at my house, I can't even get any Android to get those uploads at my house when I know AT&T can do 40, because my hotspot modem does 40 all the time, but nothing else until the iPhone now.
Wow.
I had my S10 Plus for a long time. I don't remember it ever slowing down. Maybe because I had the unlocked firmware. Maybe that changed it. I don't know.
No, they don't. Bro, I had my Note 9 for 2 years and it never slowed down.
Nice.
The only time it slowed down was when I had the memory almost full. And of course, that's normal with anything.
What is this?
What
is this? To be an RF engineer, one needs a degree in.
I just replied to him. It's recommended. You don't have to have an electrical engineering degree. That's what they kind of look for. It's a combination of education experience. For me, I've been in the telecom world since since 2011, I think. Yeah. So I work for all the carriers in various disciplines. So, but no, to have that degree, that shows that RF theory and signaling and RF propagation and RF, stuff like that. You're gonna have to take a lot of math when you have an electrical engineering degree, but that's a good start. But you also need experience, in the field.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
What else, y'alls? What else we got? What else do you guys want to discuss? Is there anything on your mind? Anything you're looking forward to the rest of 2020, going into 2021, maybe? What's on your radar? What's on your map?
Good question. Well, there isn't much really left.
Are you going to get an iPhone, Technoid?
It's possible.
So you're thinking about it, huh?
Only because I like the offer from Verizon. If the offer, if it had been less, I probably would say no. But taking a look at how much the value of the Note 10 Plus held up from a year, and I only paid $600 for this phone, and it went down to $440. Imagine if I had paid $1,200 for it, or $1,300, whatever it was going for. That would have been a big loss.
If they give you $450, are you making the move?
They are. They give me $450.
Okay.
So I think that I will, but I have to kind of consult with my my folks just to make sure, because what I'll probably do is I'll try to separate the bill from their account so I can pay for it myself.
I was just about to ask John's question, what do you think the Christmas deals are going to be? Do you think the carriers are going to give us, the customers, what we want for like a Black Friday or a Christmas deals, or do you think we're going to get, left out in the cold?
I think they're going to do some Christmas deals. Every company has done at least one Christmas deal, but I think with Apple, though, and this is my opinion, but I can see, other than an iPhone or any other product, I think the HomePod Mini might be their best seller for the holidays. For $99, I think that little mini disc or whatever that thing is, it's going to sell like hotcakes for the holidays, because I don't know if you guys pay attention to the smart speaker market, but I've been watching, and right now Amazon leads at 54%, and they're just going to keep going up and up and up, and Google's like right behind them. It's like Google's like, I would say, halfway there. Apple is like at 4 to 6%. They stopped sharing their percentage, but the last time we checked, it was at 6%. But I will tell you guys, at $99 for a HomePod with ultra wideband technology, there is no way nobody's going to pass up on a $100 smart speaker with Siri, especially from Apple. The Apple fans, there's no way they're going to pass up on that for the holidays anyway.
Right.
What do you think of this? AT&T's given their customers or existing customers and new $800 trade-in for the Note 9. That's pretty impressive, dude.
A good deal for anybody that has a Note. If you're thinking of switching to iPhone, that's a good deal.
So that's a 2-year-old. That's a 2-year-old Note. So you may have paid $1,000 for it.
Mm-hmm.
You're winning, dude.
That's a win.
You're winning that one. Wow.
Yeah. What's another thing, Mike? I was gonna ask you guys. So I don't know if this has to deal with tech, but I was watching a video from some guy. I can send you the link in the live chat. I gotta find the video. But basically, this user was talking about tech reviews and how he says the culture of the tech world has been changed in a big way when reviewers review things, and how companies have a big say in their videos, and that he feels that mostly independent users that buy products are going away, like mostly consumer-based reviews, like something that I do, you guys do all the time. He feels that companies are kind of pushing their products to these users and then telling them what to say, telling them how to show it, how to present it, and it's like the loss of being able to buy them is gone. So I want to ask you guys, how do you respond to something like that when someone says the culture is changing in the tech community? Do you see it? Do you agree? What are your thoughts?
I agree. I agree with it. It's they want to control the narrative.
They do,
Mike.
Yeah.
They want to control not just that they're saying good things, but they also want to control the types of things they talk about when they review. So take, for example, let's say that Apple had some kind of a known flaw in last year's model. Let's take the display technology, right?
Okay.
So They're trying to peg it as this incredible strong glass now, ceramic technology. So they're going to focus on that, and they're going to tell their paid reviewers, their monetized reviewers, make sure you highlight this feature. Show them how much more strength and integrity it has compared to last year's model. Emphasize these things. So not only are they trying to, obviously show the device as being this amazing upgrade, but specifically target and control the narrative on certain things that they want to emphasize. So if that year it's the glass or the year after it's the camera, like they just want to control the narrative. And dude, that's the thing that companies do now at an incredible clip. Like this is what they're focusing on that. And this, bruh, you can't be objective about a device without being a hater anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you are like, okay, so let's say I get an iPhone and the RF is great and the cellular is great, but I don't like the camera. They're going to call me a hater.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the camera, because I like the Pixel camera better, or I like the Samsung Galaxy camera better. Even though I'm allowed to have my opinion, everybody says, freedom of speech. Yeah, and then you're going to cancel culture me. You're going to cancel me. You're going to say Sneed he's not objective. He didn't like the iPhone. He didn't like the iPhone camera, and that's why, so when I look at what Technoid's talking about, I know what Technoid's going through. I know what he's.
I sent you the link. Oh, by the way, it's in the because I want to tell you guys right now, and I've been wanting to come out and say it for a while, but I got to be honest. The tech community, whether it be for a phone or a headphone or even a simple cable, I fell victim to it, but thankfully the company was nice enough to let me be open. Because if you guys haven't seen, I did a video for the first time ever. I did one video, and I did one where it was a Thunderbolt 3 cable. The company sent it to me for free, and they basically just asked me, they said you could say whatever you want, no restrictions. If you like the cable, you could say you like it. If you don't like the cable, you could tell us. Just tell people the benefits of Thunderbolt 3. So basically educate people. They weren't telling me to sell the cable. They wanted me to educate. And I appreciate the company. FKA is the company, by the way. Check out the video. I appreciate that they had no influence on the video. They just told me, educate the people. Just let them know. And they didn't even talk about their own cable, which is something that I really find kind of crazy. And the only reason I'm supporting them and I have the cable is because they were nice enough. They were nice enough to tell me, be open and honest. And I feel like that's sad that most people, I'm not trying to paint a picture where everybody's perfect or wrong. Nobody's wrong. If you get something for free and the company asks you to review it, I know damn well you're going to take that. Anybody would take that. It's just that when you let them tell you how to make your video is when the message is lost. And I see so many YouTubers have fallen victim to that they have allowed themselves to kind of just make a video that's not even them. For example, like El Jefe, every time he makes an audio review, it's not him anymore. Go back 3 years ago, you could tell that was him. But 3 years later, he's gotten so many headphones from so many companies that I don't even feel like he's talking anymore. He feels more like a company talking. Then
like a spokesperson.
Like a spokesperson, exactly. You then take a look at Unbox Therapy. Anytime he does a Samsung video, it feels like Samsung. But when an Apple video comes out, he has to buy that phone because Apple will not send it and that's why I respect him, because he will buy the iPhone to give you the consumer review. He buys them all.
How do you respect a guy who stole a Pataka case?
Well, only that.
And sold it as his as a rebrand.
The point is, okay, I get that part. You're right.
And I got you. I'm just teasing you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but there are so many people on the platform that have basically been a sellout, but at the same time, there are some moments when they don't have to be. And I only talk about this now because I've been wanting to talk about it, and I've been wanting to ask you guys. And
stewing.
And the truth is, guys, everybody on YouTube, I'm going to say it right now. If you guys ever think that I'm going to sell myself out for free products, I'm never going to do that. I take privilege in buying everything that I own, and I will always do that. My goal is to always, and I'm not trying to promote myself, I'm just saying in general who I am. I will always, in my opinion, I will always buy the products because I always believe that when you watch my videos, I should be on your level. When you're buying something for the same price, no discounts, unless, of course, I'm lucky enough to get one. But I don't even ask them. But the problem is that I like to give you the review from a consumer's perspective So that way, no restrictions. And most of all, you guys can basically relate to my video when you buy it because you're
okay. So what you pay for the device does kind of sway the value proposition. So if you are paying full price as a consumer, you are going to be more critical of every little thing because you paid full price. So if something is expensive, let's say it's a pair of Bose, let's go high end, right? If it's a pair of Bose or if it's a pair of Sennheiser, the bar is high, right? You paid high, the expectations are high. If they perform like a mid-range headphones at $100, we got a problem. Now, if you paid $100 for a pair of headphones that's normally $300, you're gonna ease up just a little bit, just a little.
Yeah,
it's gonna be really hard for you to shake off the fact that you only paid $100 for it.
Yeah, and I will tell you guys, I did a review on the Soundcore Life Q10s, which is the video that got me blacklisted from Soundcore because I pay. Well, here's the thing. Here's the reason how I got blocked. And if Soundcore wants to confirm this, they can come out and say it themselves. I know they did. If you saw my Twitter, you guys have seen the proof. I've shown it. Yeah. Many YouTubers have come out in support saying that I shouldn't be, that I should be, looked in their eyes, But that's not the point. The point is that I made a review about headphones that were priced at $50, maybe a little less. I paid the $50. I tried them out. I used them. I showed the flaws. The adhesive was coming off the headphones. They were too bass heavy for my liking. I didn't trash them saying they were the worst headphones. I said I still recommend them if you can only afford headphones at this price range because you do get good quality. But for somebody like me, I would stay clear away because if you can afford better, pay the extra few dollars to get better. That was my opinion. I got trashed from so many Soundcore fanboys. They literally hated me. But a lot of them said, dude, we agree. These were overhyped. And them Steelers.
Yeah. Jamie, who let you in here, bro? How'd you get past security is what I want to know. How did you get past security? Security.
Yeah, man.
Security.
But it doesn't matter if I got blacklisted or not. I don't think I am, but some people have said that I have been. But if I did, it doesn't faze me one bit because I'm going to keep buying the products. Lavendi, you just mad. You had to shave all your hair. I'm not mad. Everybody has told me you should say something, but I'm just like, oh, well, I'm still going to buy them because I'm a fan. So I'm going to still buy them. I'm going to still review them.
Yeah, they're commercials. They're online commercials. Especially when you think about the depth that they go into with certain items. I don't know, dude. Like when I saw Apple emphasizing the glass, bro. If I could tell you how many displays I've replaced for iPhones, you would think that they were, literally, like cold weather could crack their displays. Yeah. You just sneeze on them and they crack.
So Apple's next display is going to be made out of a Etch-a-Sketch. The little
Etch-a-Sketch.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
I don't know how people have so many issues with the display, bro. Yesterday I even forgot that I left my iPhone 11 Pro Max on the roof of my car. I drove off, and it slid on the. It fell from the roof of my car and slid 50 feet down the street. It was fine. Didn't even crash.
Los, come on, man. Do you want me to show you the box of displays? I got all the broken ones, bro.
No, I know.
So you should show it.
I know, but I don't get how.
In Apple's defense, it's new material.
Car. That's what I don't get.
Carlos, my wife dropped her phone in the kitchen on soft tiles with a case on, and it shattered.
Dude, I dropped my phone so many times in concrete, in the rocks on the yard, everything. It never broke.
Dude, I don't know what kind of luck you have, bro.
I will say the worst crack that I ever had on my iPhone was the iPhone 7. I was in school, it slipped out of my pocket, and it was literally like a 3 feet drop, not even less than that. Like, from the desk to the floor, and the whole entire front was just shattered like a spider web. It was bad.
I wonder what happened with the battery that it had to get smaller. I wonder which, they kind of took away from the battery capacity, throw in the 5G, and you've got disaster, dude. So you're going to take phones that were good in battery and you're going to make them very average. Los, talk to me about the battery life, homie.
Honestly, it's been pretty decent, bro. I'm not gonna knock it, bro.
Okay,
I'm not
but you got to
complaining.
compare it to last year's, for example. So you have a 12 Pro, right?
Yeah.
Okay, compare the 12 Pro to the 11 Pro.
Well, I have a Pro Max now for the last year's, but
Wow.
I would
Okay,
say
did you ever have an 11 and now you have a 12?
I had an 11 Pro at one time, but okay, so let's compare them. On the LTE side, yes, it is a little bit better, but it with DSS2. And when you do millimeter wave, like I started at 85% when I did millimeter wave testing, and 4 hours later I was at 20% of doing testing continuously.
Wow.
Did it cook? Did it get hot?
No, it got warm but not hot.
I won't lie. When I had the iPhone 10 on beta for iOS, I believe 13, when I went to Europe, and I was on beta at the time on vacation, and I remember that phone burned. It burned when I took it out of my pocket. When I took it out of my pocket and I was taking photos and I was just using it as a regular phone, it burned. It got bad that I had to call Apple and they transferred me to 2 separate people because they take those things like really seriously. And I told them, I said, I've been using the beta and this thing is getting too hot. I can't even
Did it shut down? Did it go into like safety mode?
Send me the message. It was like your phone has to cool down. I was like, I've never seen a phone get that hot. And I know Apple, they thought I was lying. They tried to say that, oh, well, we make these phones. I'm like, bro, there's no we in this. You're just a support guy. Now get me to somebody who actually knows what they're talking about. And thankfully they did. They took the phone that I had, they took it back, and they sent me a brand new one for free.
The back glass on iPhones is a nightmare. What a horrible thing to have to replace, man. You know how many times my sister-in-law, she has 2 kids, bro. They're rough. All right. She always has a case. She has a screen protector. She has no idea when it happened. She doesn't remember the event. She can't even think of when it could have occurred. She took off her case to clean the phone, and the back glass was shattered. And she had no recollection of when it could have happened.
Could it just be that these glasses just break on their own?
It's glass, bro. It's glass. That's the end of story, bro. It's glass. Like glass sandwiches don't hold up for durability. You know, it's a horrible building material. Like there's a reason why your house has small pieces of glass periodically throughout the house, and the entire side's not glass. You know what I'm saying? Like they're called windows. They give you a little bit of viewing, a little sunlight. The whole thing's not glass.
Damn. Highlight John's comment. Oh, damn. Oh my god.
Come on, man. D Rose, bro. Come on, bro.
That's a good one.
Bro. But
that's
the XS,
the
XS Max and the XS series, yes, it was fragile because I don't even know. Mine, it was from. It got hot one time.
What?
And on my XS Max, and that's how the back cracked.
What?
That's crazy.
So it is confirmed.
Because honestly, bro, I don't remember how. All I know is I had the extended battery case on it, and then out of nowhere, I took it out because I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna charge it separately, the case with the thing, and then I saw the glass had a spider crack on it. I was like, oh damn. Ooh. On the back. But I think that's why they went to the frosted glass now.
For a little bit more integrity on it, a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
So, I mean, it kind of makes sense why they did that, and other companies are following that suit now, too.
Oh.
Latrell. Bro, apparently there's these new building designs, community homes, where people like all live in the same building. You know, but they're all clear. Everything is transparent.
Yep.
And like they have community living rooms and stuff like that. And it's so weird and unusual. Like we in America, we can't even fathom that. Like what?
Bro, hey, all I'm gonna say is this, bro. Now, if it's just me and a bunch of women, I'm good with it, bro. I'm happy. I'm a happy man.
Yeah,
I'll live see through all day. No problem. No problem.
Oh man.
Yeah, but you know, Techno is gonna move in next to T Chains. You know that.
Hell no.
Bro.
I'll take some chains and pull him by the goddamn chains and show him what it really is to work.
Wow, man, I've broken one smartphone. I broke the glass on my Google Pixel 3 AXL. I dropped it from 1.2 feet,
Wow.
and the glass broke.
Unbelievable.
Literally, it fell from my ankle, bro. Like seriously, it is so cheap, bro. That what is it called? Dovetail, Dragon Tail?
I don't know.
It's Gorilla Glass or nothing, bro. Seriously, that is the end of the story. Corning, Gorilla Glass. That's your only chance. And get a very nice screen protector, and get a very nice case with a good lip, you know, around the outside edge, and call it a day, bro. And here's a helpful tip to people. When you don't need to handle your phone, leave it flat on a surface like a table or a desk. And if you need to use your phone, make it so you can access it without having to pick up your phone. Just leave it flat on your desk. The more you handle your phone in and out of your pocket, the more likely you are to drop it. You know, tossing it around, moving it from place to place. Just give it some stability in its life, bro.
I play hacky sack with mine. I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
you're just amazing, aren't you? Of course you do.
Bro.
Gets out of his car. He's like, anybody in for a game of hacky sack?
Come on now.
We did a durability test on the S7 on the Tab S7, the new one. Garbage, bro. Because one it broke literally not even an inch drop, dude, and it broke. That was when it happened in Phoenix with Tito, and then after that, bro, I was like, "Oh, you know what, man?
Oh God! Oh no! Why?
I swear, Tito gonna be seeing this. He gonna be mad.
Correct.
Dude,
Oh, no.
I did a test like before I sent the broken unit back, and literally, bro, it can't hold up, bro. I literally dropped it like just barely on its face, and it shattered the rest, destroyed it, and I just kept slamming it, bro. I was like, screw it, man.
I got another question. This is a headphone question.
Ooh.
This is for people that take their audio seriously. For those of you that like either hardwire or maybe if you're the Bluetooth guy, doesn't matter. How much, and also I want to know in the live chat, write your opinion. I want to ask you three. How much are you willing to spend for a pair of headphones? What is the maximum you're willing to spend for over-ears that deliver studio grade?
Daily drivers?
Daily drivers. They would also be for content creating.
Mm-hmm.
They would also be for gym.
Mm-hmm.
So basically an all-in-one kind of multi-headphone purpose, like a multi-purpose. So how much would you be willing to pay?
I mean, for me, I recently got a pair of over the ear wireless buds. Yeah. And I spent it has the calling, it has the Bluetooth, it has also has sweat resistance.
Nice.
So if I'm working out, it's waterproof. It's I paid $29 for that. So
Wow.
and you could use in one or the other or both.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Flexibility.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm using them for all of those things, I'm coming in at 200 and I'm willing to go up to 300 if they blow my socks off. I think you could probably spend 100 to 150 to get to a similar point. And there's some that I feel are pretty good. I hear about like $60 and $80 headphones, but you know, like the name is like a trusted thing in audio, like Sennheiser, Bose, you know, that's some of the Sonys and stuff. Some of that stuff, you know, I think plays into it.
Okay, Carlos, and I'll show you why I have this up. I'll explain why. Go ahead, Carlos.
Bro, honestly, bro, I've tried many headphones out, and I've had headphones that were $50 and sounded better than $300 headphones. So
let me just say
I
this
would
out
say-
there. I don't mean to offend anybody, but Carlos has a good point.
Yes.
Beats by Dre are trash.
Yes.
They are when it comes to sound, like there is no response from the bass, the lows, it's muffled, they don't get loud. No.
They used
Go
to
ahead,
be
Los.
To be fair, Solo Pros, they have been an improvement.
Okay, but my wife's last 3 generations, I've done better with $30-$40 headphones. Hers were $200-$300.
Bro.
Huh.
Like from my studio headphones that I use for podcasting. All right. I told Apple Watts about them. He was about to buy a pair of Dre Beat headphones. I was like, bro, I bought these Monaco ones or whatever for. It was like $42 shipped from Amazon. And I was like, and they're so loud and so clear that you don't even have to turn them up a third up. If you do anything more than that, it's just too damn loud. But still, the quality is still clear. Like the bass will still thump really loud, really clear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your mids will be midi, your highs will be crispy. You know, so I was like, bro, just get these, and if you don't like them, send them to me. I'll give you what you paid for them. No questions asked. Bro, he loves them, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, these
and
are
that costs
Sennheiser 280s. They're nice. I mean, I can hear mids. It's
Mhm.
HD. I'm listening to some music on my computer with them. It's all around a good pair of headphones for the money I paid for.
All right. Well, I use AKG. I love AKG. Harman's a great company. But the reason I have this picture up here is because there's been a trend going on right now where people are willing to spend under $100, and companies like Soundcore, yes, of course, I had to throw a Soundcore in there after I said I got blacklisted. But they have this is actually I'm sorry to do this, Sam. You know, I never like to promote anything. I never like to do this, but I wanted to do this because I want people to know that there is a trend going on where there are companies that are putting in premium features in headphones and they're selling them for under $300. And this is the latest one, the Life Q30. This is a new first gen of brand new over-ear headphones by Soundcore, which have a brand new noise canceling mode. It has upgraded sound quality. It's got 2 microphones. It's got 60 hours of battery life. It's got quick charging, 5 minutes. It's got EQ, app support, lightweight build, transparency, all that crap, and it comes in at $80. Now, I will tell y'all, I am reviewing this headphone. I bought it already. I paid the full price, so I'm going to be getting them. So Soundcore, you could have sent them to all those people, but you couldn't stop me because there was one thing that you missed out, and there's one thing that you underestimated. I have money.
I got my own dough.
For real though, that's my next review. I will be reviewing the Life Q30s. I really am interested to see how they have taken, because I was disappointed with the Q10s. I hated them, but I'm willing to give these a second chance because these look like they're actually going after the big names. Because if you go on the website, which I will leave a link in the description of this live chat if you want to check it out, they compare these headphones to the big names like Sony, JBL, Bose. They actually are putting these up as a basically, and this isn't Soundcore doing it. JBL has come out and made some headphones that are under $100. They have this, but the only thing is they don't have the app support. So basically what's going on here is there's a trend where companies are giving you premium features that you find in expensive headphones and giving you good sound quality, but for a fraction of the cost. Right. And I think that is where companies are utilizing. They're getting people. And if you look at the Life Q30s, because they're brand new and also because, you know, the Kiss ass got all the review units already. But for the most part, they seem like they are going after the big names. They're not considered budget anymore. Even if they are priced at $8, they look like to be a legit pair of over ears. So the reason I asked you guys what you're willing to pay is because what if I told you that you could get a good sound quality pair of over-ear headphones for $80, but it gives you 60 hours of battery life. It's got NFC pairing. It has fast charging. It has 2 microphones for call quality. It has app support. Charges with USB-C. It has hybrid ANC multi-mode noise cancellation. So there's different modes when you use noise canceling. Nice. Bluetooth 5.0, 40 millimeter drivers. That's the standard. Right. And all that comes in at $80.
Yeah, that's a good value. It's a good value.
So that's why I asked the question, because I listen, if you like to spend high quality money on audio products, and I'm not promoting Soundcore, I'm just saying in general, if you're willing to spend for the best, you go for the best. But sometimes it's easier to, how would I say this? It's more easier to try new things, to explore new things, because you'll be surprised what you can find. And that's why I'm giving the Q30s a second chance. Well, I'm giving them a chance. Now, of course, these are not audiophile level. by no means. But what if you were willing to get just half of that for the cost? Are you willing to give a compromise, get good audio, but maybe not like studio grade? What if?
Yeah, but think about what you said in the very beginning, how you framed it. You said you're going to use this for everything, including the gym, including your casual listening. Like, there has to be an element of durability and expectation that you won't have to pay several hundreds of dollars to risk damage in the wear and tear, because I'm willing to spend $300 for a pair of headphones that stays on my desk. I'm not willing to pay $300 for a pair of headphones that's going in and out of my car, in and out of my bag, off my head frequently. You know what I mean?
What about you, Caleb? What do you think?
I mean, I agree with Sneed. If I'm going to be using headphones like I'm doing now for podcasting, I'm going to spend the money. Now, if I'm using headphones like for Bluetooth, I'm just walking around and, talking to whoever, or the gym, or walking, a hike or whatever the heck, like I said, I just, the over the ear wireless buds I paid $29 for just do the job just fine. It all depends on the application that, you're going to use it for.
Sure.
In both instances, for me, I look at sound quality and durability. Those, my two main factors. So
okay. And Los, go ahead.
Like, I mean, you do got a good point, bro. If you're using them for, for everyday use, in and out of your head, on and off your head, in and out of your car, sweat going on them because you're at the gym, and stuff like that, bro. You're not gonna want to do that to $400 or $500 headphones, But
yeah, right.
But this is the thing, though. A lot of people don't understand, because I do a lot of car audio stuff. Like, I'm really into car audio, like hardcore. Like, bro, I bet you the door speakers on my car are worth more than any cell phone you guys have in your hand right now, and that's just for two speakers, the front doors.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got the full cows, dude. An audiophile and all that stuff, bro, does not matter when it comes to headphones and stuff. It does not matter, because you don't have the right signal digital processor to handle them. You have to have the right signal digital processor to be able to handle audiophile and all that intensive stuff. So it don't matter on that when it comes to stuff that you wear on your head, bro. That's being honest. Unless you got it on your computer with an amp and a digital signal processor and all that, then it'll sound amazing, the audiophile. Like, in my car, I have to spend like $3,000 in just like a signal the Audiosun signal amplifier, the processor and all that, just to get it to the audiophile to work on the full count. If not, I would have just sounded like any speaker.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that's a fair point. That's very fair. You're absolutely right. I 100% agree with that. Don't disagree at all.
Hey, mods, form Voltron on this whatever this is.
What happened?
Yeah. Form Voltron. Yeah.
But in all seriousness, the reason I asked that is because it seems, from what I've gathered from this newer take, it seems that people are willing to compromise on the sound quality, in terms, meaning like they don't want like super, super high expensive sound quality, but they still want good, decent quality, but they're willing to cut back and take some how would I say this? Some exchanges. And what I noticed from the reviews that I do and from people that take their audio seriously, what I've noticed is that people are willing to spend the money when necessary.
Yeah.
But if they can find good value and they can do it for half the cost, but it can give you more than what you're paying for the expensive one, some people will take that over the expensive one. So my next question as a follow-up, and then if you want to take over, you can go ahead. But my final question is, would you take that compromise knowing you would get more features, but the only cutback would have to be the audio quality? Or are you willing to take the expensive one and get the best sound quality, but miss out on all the features? You see, there's a trade-off. Which one are you willing to take, though, the most? That's the question. What are you willing to give up in exchange for the other?
I would go with the sound quality one, because, you're using hearing. That's why.
I mean, my biggest problem right now with smartphones is audio.
Yep.
Microphones and playback are a serious shortcoming in these phones. We're paying a lot of money, and I really just don't care about cameras beyond what they're currently doing. To me, I don't have a problem with current camera performance. I think it's good. I think there needs to be an emphasis on improving mic quality, recording, and playback. The dual speaker front facing, I like.
Mhm.
I was thrilled when that became market standard again. I need better recording. I need better microphones, because if I don't run an external mic, these phones sound like crap. I mean, even an iPhone, which I'd say is good, is still, it's the same as it was last year, the same as it was the year before. There's no evolution in audio quality, whether it's recording or playback. It's even my Google Pixel 5, which is a brand new phone. The thing I don't like is the playback. Even though it's dual firing sound, it's not great sound quality, and the recording is muffled. And when I'm on a phone call, the call is clear. It's cool when I'm on the horn like this, but it's not good when it's on speaker. Like,
Yeah.
these are flaws we should not be having in 2020, dog.
Okay.
So yeah. I mean, headphones, they could use those same innovations too, I think. The day-to-day headphones, the ones that we use on the daily.
And I'm glad you brought that up. And I'm really, really glad you brought that up. I want you to hold on to that with headphones need innovation. And Los, go right ahead.
The LG wing out, that phone actually has really good microphones.
Microphone quality is something not to joke around with. You're right. You guys are all completely right. But I'm glad you mentioned that, Sam. Headphones need innovation. What if I told you that headphones using 40mm drivers can be improved upon by not using a single driver to reproduce all of your frequencies? What if I told you that you can design a headphone, but instead of using a one-way driver, we can implement a two-way, have it ergonomically designed. But here's the problem with that philosophy, and that's why many companies have used it. The problem is that the design of the headphones ergonomically are going to have to come at a cone shape. And people don't know the shape of these diameters in these headphone ear cups help to balance out the sound, helps make it come into one. The problem with using a two-way or a three-way or whatever system, that's why 40mm has become the standard of what we use as drivers, is because if you pack, a woofer and tweeter and you put them into an ear cup and you have to design that to where it shoots out the ear, you're not only going to hear the separation, but you're going to hear two different sounds coming out instead of it being one, which is why 40mm is more of the way to go. And I would argue with companies, if you can design a headphone where it uses a coaxial design, where you have your driver at the base of the bottom, but then you have some kind of chamber that produces your highs, and then you shoot it out where it comes into one piece using the cone shape of the plastic that you hold, you can make it to all reproduce your frequencies. That is something that I would consider innovation. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I'd say but that's more of a design innovation, right?
It would also be innovation because you're innovating the way we reproduce sound.
Sure. Yeah.
At different ohms and different measurements.
Yeah.
And lastly, just want to know, and then I'll shut up. I promise. I won't say it. Talk again. I apologize. I hijacked your stream. What Bluetooth codec would you guys go for? Now, for Androids, they have aptX, AAC. Apple is AAC, but they have their proprietary chips, which help with the Bluetooth range. So if you're designing a headphone or any device, this goes for anything, and I want to start with Carlos because I feel bad. What would you use? What Bluetooth frequency wave are you going to use to help? Because obviously hardwire is the best, but if you have to pick a frequency that can reproduce the music with little to none latency and reproduce it at CD sound quality, which frequency are you going with? Los, go ahead.
I'm so sorry. What was the stuff? I'm so sorry. I was just trying to do a comparison.
He was talking about the Bluetooth codec.
How Bluetooth codec is still kind of off now today.
Well, he was saying like out of the, what did you name, 3 or?
So the codes that we have now in Bluetooth are AAC, LDAC, SBC, scramble codec, which is Samsung's proprietary, aptX, and I believe there's one more, but I forgot which one it was. Somebody write in the comments. What frequency would you pick to put in a device to reproduce the frequencies at a clear range with little to none latency and produce the music audio quality to almost CD quality?
Honestly, bro, I have not found it on Bluetooth. None, bro. They all have some sort of delay. They all have some sort of hiccup, bro. And I honestly say Bluetooth there's still work to do with it because there's always a delay. There's always a hiccup.
Always,
you know, leap syncing is not, like let's say if right now, if I were to take off my AirPod and put it back on and I was on the black picture, there would be a delay now, an even bigger delay than there was. So either way, Bluetooth is not there, bro.
It's true.
Okay.
Bluetooth is always going to be a problem. I mean, is there a technology that makes it better?
Yes.
Reduces the latency? Then yeah, I mean,
the two codes that I would pick
aptX
is I would go with LDAC and aptX. The reason I go aptX because aptX is a proprietary to Androids, uses Qualcomm technology, but the audio processing has been reduced to delay that latency by a fraction of a millisecond. And the audio frequency, in my opinion, is emphasized highly with wireless audio with aptX support. But LDAC is just as good. Sure. Now, of course, you got to take into consideration Bluetooth 5.0, the latest protocols and stuff. But let's say you're a headphone designer. Let's say you could put in the latest and greatest. Would you go LDAC or aptX? If any of you have used it? And I want to know from the live chat. And you guys, if you got anything to say, go ahead.
I'm going to go aptX. I feel like that's really, performance-wise, right? I mean, I just see it as better. I mean, which one has the higher ceiling in terms of, our conversation 2 or 3 years from now?
I'd go aptX. I'm going to say aptX because the CD quality is up to like 16 bits of 44 kilohertz. So that's like up to 22 kilohertz signal of bandwidth for aptX. That's almost on the level of pretty much hardwire, close.
Yeah, right. Exactly, that's the end game. Is you're trying to eliminate cables and wires, and to truly be wireless, but you can't sacrifice performance sometimes. Like I've told you guys, I will never come onto a live stream wearing Bluetooth headphones. That day will never happen. I will never record with Bluetooth headphones outside of testing. It will never be my end game until there is dang near zero latency. It's got to be so close to wired and cables that you can't tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go with aptX because it's especially with the Bluetooth 5.0 now. Your bit rate, the near city quality is 320 kbps. It's the same as like a high quality MP3 file, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I would go with that is because they need to make it more universal. They just need to. They need to put that codec in more and more devices. But I prefer that codec because one, it just works with all my phones, my vehicle, and my amazing voice. That's what
The reason that, and I want to answer Ronald, the reason is because Samsung uses proprietary Bluetooth codec, scramble codec, which is basically their own. And I always say, if you're using a Samsung product, go with Samsung headphones for the latency because they will work on that to perfection. But you guys bring up a lot of fair points. I completely agree with that. Like I said, Sam, you're right. Bluetooth, it needs a little bit of work. It's got a little whiles to go. But aptX would definitely be the route to go with, I think, in my opinion, if you want to reproduce at a better frequency. And Caleb, you're absolutely right. Bluetooth, your microphone, I don't know if that's Bluetooth, but it sounds pretty good from what I can tell. If it's
this mic here?
Is that, well, what did you say was Bluetooth? I don't know. What did you say was Bluetooth?
No, I'm just saying all my Bluetooth devices that work with Android and that are in Bluetooth 5.0, and especially because I'm finding out that those devices, especially the ones like 5.0, just seem to work so much better in your vehicle. You know what I mean? It just does, and that's what we need to adopt that more and more and more devices, right? We need to have that codec in more and more devices. Even for example, like TVs, for example, right? How they have that freaking voice remote and whatever. you should just be able to speak in your phone and just have it, Bluetooth to the TV and bring up a show.
Mhm.
That needs to be aptX, right? So they just need to do that, and it just needs to get done. So
Now you guys know what I go through when I review headphones.
yeah,
Not as easy. It's not as easy as you thought.
No, it's not.
right. Yeah.
No, I mean, there's a lot to consider. I mean, some people they'll review, sound quality and playback and syncing, like how long and difficult it is to, once it's paired in the pairing process. I see a lot of that. But I think also, like those types of performance metrics, I mean, these are details. These are specifications that are pretty deep dive, right? They're not surface items.
Yeah, they're not
Right.
something you tell you.
Yeah.
But the reason why I bring all this up is just to show you guys that's what I put into my videos. I don't say the boring stuff, but I use the information to help
Sure.
kind of educate people. And that's kind of where I go at whenever I tell people consumer base. I don't ever talk the way I talk whenever I make those reviews. You guys have seen my reviews. You have never seen me blab like that.
No.
I only use that whenever I'm doing my research and whenever I'm testing them. So that way, when I can give the information, I can break it down to the level of maybe when a 4-year-old can understand it. I'm not saying he's dumb. I'm not saying nobody's dumb. I'm just saying I break it down to that kind of level so you can understand it better. So I wanted to bring it up because I wanted you guys to know that my job is not that easy with audio headphones.
Well, I love your audio reviews, dude. I always think you do such a good job of looking at all the angles. You do a lot on the consumer viewpoint. So I may be know a little bit more than the average consumer, but I am in no way, shape, or form an expert in audio. But I do know good audio when I hear it, and I know what the average consumer wants.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am that consumer in a lot of instances. So, yeah, I do like your reviews. I think you do a pretty good job with them, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate
dude,
that.
I would love to have you do a review. I don't know if on a pair of like Sennheiser headphones.
Oh, I would love to
Whichever model.
review. I've been looking at Sennheiser. I've been trying to figure out what headphone to go because I haven't seen like a new model in a while. They've mostly been promoting their older ones. I've been waiting for when they make a brand new one. That'll be my first ever. Because I love Sennheiser. I think if you needed me to pick 3 brands that are the best audio brands for good quality, exactly. Sennheiser, Master and Dynamics, and if you really had to stretch my leg, I'm going AKG.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good, man. I got to give it up to AKG. The only issue I see with them is like that relationship they have with Samsung is kind of weird, dude.
Very weird. Very
like it's unusual in that they put their name on the headphones, but it's a Samsung headphone. AKG doesn't sell them.
It's a very weird situation because AKG, the company, is owned by Harman, and Harman is owned by Samsung. So basically, what's going on is Samsung has a say in everything: the marketing, the production of the headphones. The only difference is when AKG makes a headphone, that's made from AKG, not Samsung.
Right.
AKG, the company. When Samsung makes the headphones, they're using AKG as a marketing ploy to say we have high quality audio because they tune them. AKG.
Sure. Yeah. Right.
So AKG really isn't AKG anymore. However, that's not to say that Samsung didn't tamper with the department. The audio department has been left the same since the 1930s, like when they were around. So that's something that Samsung cannot touch.
I actually want to take just a minute. I mean, we're almost 2 hours in. I forgot to do this. I have a handful of new patrons that I want to give shout outs to. So Joshua H, Erwin S, Adam Moore, Itza, Joshua Henson, Qais, Michael, Sean, Terry. I want to welcome you guys to the Patreon community. They just joined this October, so we want to give them a formal and warm welcome. And we're glad to have you as part of the Patreon community members. For those of you that don't know, we have that. If you like what we're doing here on the channel and you want more, that's what we do on the Patreon page. So you can take your level of involvement and network tech enthusiasm to the next level. So there's a link in the description about, how you can get access and, you can get to the page and check out all the different things we have there. And there's some other stuff in there too. The audio only version podcast, the Twitter handle, all this stuff's in there. But yeah, I just wanted to do that. So thank you guys for joining the community, and we're glad to have you. Yeah. Hey, Jay, good to see you, man. Jay's been pretty busy on the Twitters. Been seeing him out there.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah,
I do want to wrap it up. I don't want to keep you guys too long. Carlos, anything for the go to the order, dude? You popped out for a minute.
oh yeah, because my AirPod died and I put the Pro in and it had a delay.
Fun times.
Yep. That's what, bro. Like even in my car, I have wireless CarPlay, the Apple CarPlay wireless, and the Android Auto wireless. I tested them wireless and I tested them with the wire, and it's so much better with the wire. When you go to the next song, like if you skip to the next song on your CarPlay or your Android Auto, it has such a delay versus having the wire in response.
Yeah, man, I missed the headphone jack. I'm glad to have it back. Big shout out to Caleb for sending me the moto. Yeah,
Headphone jack. Yeah,
bruh. Let me tell you something, bruh. Let me tell you about that life right there, dog. Let me tell you about that life.
Yeah, man.
You know what an old man told me one time? Exact quote, bro. You ready?
All right.
You know what the hole is.
No.
So headphone jack.
Headphone jack. Hashtag everybody. Hashtag headphone jack, please.
Headphone jack, dog. Bring it back, man. Sheesh. I mean, if you're into any type of audio, that's the way.
Yeah.
You know, and seriously, man. And I want a V60 also. I don't care. I'm gonna get and I'll get the V70 when it comes out, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I want it. I want awesome audio. Bro, though your display is so critical, just think about how important the sound is in your interaction with your phone.
No more phones for content, bro. I'm done, bro. Like, you got, dude. Like, nothing compares to an actual camera, bro.
Yeah, but Los, I think the one thing that you've got to keep in mind, if I'm making content about mobile devices, I think it's actually part of the channel's mission.
That's true. That's also true.
Mm-hmm. Nothing compares to using a rig, bro. Like, this thing is amazing, bro. Now that
Carlos, what's the value of that mic and camera setup?
If you pay for retail, it's $2,200 with tax.
Okay, I spent over $1,000 on all my wife's gear for her DSLR, and she doesn't even use it. She still uses her iPhone.
Wow,
bro. Honestly, bro, I've been using this, bro, for creating, and this is, I gotta say, by far the most amazing tool ever, and that's what I'm gonna continue using from now. Unless I do like a screen recording or something like that, then of course you gotta use a phone. Or if the camera died on me while I was on the go, then I would use that as my second option. But this thing, bro, like besides the only other tool I can say using as a recording device, it'd be the LG Wing. I couldn't use any other, not even the iPhone, bro.
Carlos, does that have that camera? Does that have a front-facing camera with it or no?
The thing here, I'll show you the screen. You can pop it out and face it front.
Ah,
sweet,
very nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very cool.
Carlos, that's a nice piece of equipment. You did well with that, no doubt.
How heavy is it?
Dude, it's not even that bad, bro.
I'm assuming you probably wear it around your neck, right? Or you just okay, yeah.
But honestly, like the only other thing I can think of for a recording device would be the LG Wing to have as a backup, because it has the gimbal feature, bro, and you can't go wrong with the gimbal. I mean, with a good camera like the Sony CX6600, that has a built-in stability feature, so it's never gonna shake, and when you move it up and down, it'll have the smoothness of a gimbal. But if you want like the gimbal feature, the LG Wing is the way to go, bro. Smooth. You just hold it steady, up, down, left, right, whatever. That would be, honestly, you're wasting your time on a V60. I'd rather just get the Wing, bro. If you're gonna go with it, I'd rather just get a damn Wing, and And at least you know that you'll have the gimbal feature, which is amazing, bro. It helps out a lot. It's better. It saves you. Let's put it this way: it saves you $200 from a stupid DJI one that's garbage, and you have to charge it every time. And then if you move a wrong way, it'll uncalibrate itself, and then you have to turn it off and back on and recalibrate. Just a nightmare, bro. It's better. The LG Wing has it all in one. I could recommend that as a content creator phone too. And the audio,
Carlos,
you heard the video I did with it. The audio was amazing.
Your insight is really good. I mean, a lot of people don't think about these phones, I think, in practical usage. So like for anybody out there who's going to rock multiple devices, you should buy specialized devices. Like you don't need a well-rounded device if you're going to have 2 and 3 phones. You should exploit the strengths of certain phones because they're specialty, right? So Carlos is talking about a phone that serves as a gimbal, right? So a Wing makes sense. Yeah, the Wing is not the best all-around phone.
The Pine
right?
phone.
No.
Yeah.
Right? And then he's talking about, certain devices that exploit certain things. I think that's smart. If you're going to have multiple devices, you can do that. But for somebody who's just carrying around an iPhone, can you create content on an iPhone? Sure.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
It'll come out
and
great.
it'll be okay. Right.
I did it. It worked for a couple years, and I got away with it until I bought a real camera.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I have a DSLR. I don't use it. I bought it for my wife. She doesn't use it. It was for Yasmin. We bought an Icon. We bought lenses. We did the whole thing, bro. And she never even touched it. It's all about having the camera in your hand, bro. Yeah. Because I'm testing phones. I got phones with me.
Look at how smooth that is, bro. The gimbal.
That's a nice feature, bro.
Chicken wing.
Nice.
Chicken wing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has the follow. It has the follow feature. So if I press this, the gimbal will start following whatever moving object you hit this button with. So if let's say you hit it, boom, and she moves left, right, whatever, the gimbal will start moving.
It'll pan with it. That's nice.
That's cool. That's a good.
Yeah, dude.
Feature.
So this.
Los, when is your review on the chicken wing?
I'm gonna do like another thing on it.
Didn't you
1 week usage, 2 weeks usage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just released the Verizon variant unboxing.
Nice.
Well, it's only on Verizon, on this phone. But
for now,
it's worth it, man. Honestly, this phone is, I would say, Sneed. The screen real estate is amazing. It's nice having that bottom screen too. It's all around it's decent. I just wish I would have did an 865 on it, but it is what it is, bro.
Sure. I mean, who wouldn't want the high-end flagship chipset? I mean, I think I would,
And it's very vanilla based too. The Android experience on that, I gotta say, it doesn't have much of the LGBS. Like it only has like 2 things of it, so it's very vanilla based.
We're looking forward to your review and your coverage on it, Los. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Are you going on live tonight or anything?
No, I'm chilling tonight.
Chilling tonight. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what's going on with the channel. What is the date today? Today is the 25th, so tomorrow the 26th. Tuesday, we have the Uncarrier announcement from Eugene and company. Sweaty Armpits will talk about the new TV streaming service, and we'll have that. And then their earnings will be the following week, or 2 weeks after that. So
BS.
It is what it is. I'll cover it. It is what it is. So
no, I just think it's BS that they get an extra 10 days to be able to fudge the numbers.
I mean, it doesn't change our lives, Los. That's investors. That's what they have to sift through. It's not really our problem.
Well,
I mean, if I was an investor, I would be like, I'd be trying to get to the bottom of it. But
who wants to buy some T-Mobile stocks from me for a sweet deal? For real. Dude, I got 17 of them. I got 17 of them because when I used to work for T-Mobile.
Yeah. That's the ones that you get. Yeah, well, they went up with the merger, didn't they?
They went up, but they have no dividend, so it's worthless.
until you sell them.
Yeah, that's it. You just make that one.
Carlos, there's only 2 companies with dividends, and that's the way it's always been.
No, I wish they would. I wish they would have dividends. They're big enough, and they have the stock is high enough to be able to do dividends.
All right. Well, we're tracking it, Carlos. Stop raining on the parade. Let's see what happens on the 27th. All right. All right.
I bought a ton more AT&T, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're paying money, dude. I know.
No, because right now we're projecting $40 stock coming up, so that's why I bought a bunch of them, bro. I bought like $2,000 worth of AT&T stock.
Can I have one,
bruh?
Can I have it,
bro?
All right, I'm gonna wrap this up. You're gonna make me go do homework on stocks. All right, let me thank Zero Cool RF because he is the coolest of the Zero RFs. Yes. All right, let me thank Technoid. Mike, appreciate you being here, bro. Who else but the Technoid? And Carlos, thank you for coming in, bro. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. We're looking forward to your content. Everybody loves your videos, dude. So keep them coming. Fast and Furious. You're fast approaching 1,000. We'll be celebrating that shortly, I'm sure. So early congrats to you. Can't wait for you to get there. All right, y'all. For the good of the order, hashtag 2LiveCrew if you watched in the live. Hashtag replay crew on record. Hashtag mod squad if somebody, whoever it was, kicked that other lame that was in here typing his ABCs and SpaghettiOs. Big shout out to everybody who donated. If you haven't, please give this video a like. Share it to all your socials. If you got MySpace, preferably, that would be great. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And then check out all the links in the description box, all things going on with the channel. Thanks for being here. We love you guys. Appreciate you very much, SMT Nation. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.
Deuces.